Good evening, folks. We are here live at the Peoria Sports Complex with a duel in the desert between two strong teams in the 5A ranks. The Centennial Coyotes come in at 17-8 and ranked 22nd in the state and 3rd in the 5A conference. They've been picking up momentum and will look to defend the home field tonight. On the other side, the Willow Canyon Wildcats are 18-7 and currently sit number 28th in the state and 15th in the 5A conference. They've been consistent all season and are aiming to grab a big road win to help keep their playoff aspirations alive. This should be a competitive game with playoff implications as both teams are hungry for a championship this season. My name is Gil Stoffer, and I'm alongside with
Mackay Wilkinson.
For Centennial, JT Price will be on the bump. He has pitched strongly this season with 8 appearances on a record of 6-0 and an ERA of 2.37, striking out a team-high 66 batters and has held opponents to a 199 batting average. As the team Willow Canyon comes into this game batting 298, so offense hasn't been much of a struggle for them, but will be certainly something to watch for tonight.
Yeah, definitely 87 degrees here as we get ready to introduce both teams who play in a region which has been touted as one of the best in the 5A conference and one of the best in Arizona as well, in the 5A Northwest Valley. We're seeing Centennial and Willow here in this first game. Then later on, we will see Sunrise, who are the 3 top teams in that 5A Northwest Valley Conference, who are all looking to make playoffs after not Willow Canyon did not make the playoffs last year. Centennial did. They went 1-2 losses to Castile and Mountain Point, winning their first game against the Huskies of Horizon, who are also one of those top teams in 5A. So we'll see what the Coyotes can do here tonight as we introduce the Coyotes and we get ready for game time. So we're going to look over for Centennial, the starters. And Bobby Villa will lead off, followed by David Daniels, Lou Rodriguez, Isaac Flores. JT Price will be the designated hitter and pitcher, with William Strand, Cohen Bach, Xavier Escontrias, and Nicholas Williams as well for the Coyotes.
For the Wildcats, batting first, number 4, Carrison Cody. Then batting second, number 2, Davidson Cameron. Batting 3, number 7, Hanson Cole. Batting 4th, number 27, Patrick Ethan. Number 16 will be Santiago Reyes. Number 1, Jake Milton. Number 11, batting 7th, Jackson Deuce. Number 8, batting 8th, Deegan Deporte. Batting 9th, Malachi Leisman. And pitching, KJ Koval.
Yeah, and so we'll see the Willow Canyon bats up first as we can see there JT Price getting ready to get us going here at the Peoria Sports Complex. So quite the setting here for both of these teams that have been doing really well. They look to continue that into this game here this afternoon. The spring training home of the Seattle Mariners and San Diego Padres. So we'll see what kind of tricks JT Price can pull out of the bag here in this first inning.
This is definitely a great game if you're a player going into this. Opportunity of a lifetime to play at a professional stadium for spring training. Not many teams get to play in these kind of games, so it'll be something that you might see nerves in the players early, but hopefully they'll get settled in soon.
Yeah, so getting their final throws in as we'll start it off with Cody Carlson out to bat for Willow.
Here's the first pitch from JT Price. And a strike to get things started here.
Yeah, 4:03 p.m. first pitch and 0-1 early for JT Price.
For Willow Canyon, they're looking to start things early, get on the board offensively, get out to an early lead to help keep their playoff hopes alive as they sit as the number 15 seed in the 5A conference. 16 teams make the playoffs, so this game is very huge for Willow Canyon. There's an early strikeout. Ball gets by the catcher, but he still throws him out at first. Quick out here for JT Price. There's a early strike as JT Price gets ahead.
One squeaks by for ball one in this one, so one's across the board, 1-1 for Cameron Davidson. Davidson tries to check it. It'll be called for strike two. 1-2 for Cameron Davidson.
Cameron Davidson leads the team in batting average with a .434 average with 53 at-bats as 23 hits.
And that was a strikeout there for Cameron Davidson, so 2 outs to start for the Coyotes up on the defensive side.
Something the Wildcats do tend to struggle with this year has been strikeouts. They have 141 team strikeouts, so taking advantage of their at-bats will be big. And there's a pop fly in the right, caught by William Strand to end the inning. We are headed to the bottom of the first. Score remains 0-0 here at the Peoria Sports Complex. We're here back at the Peoria Sports Complex. Leading off for the Coyotes will be Bobby Villa. Bobby Villa this year is batting .403 with 8 triples this year and has swiped a lot of bags this year. Bobby Villa is definitely a threat to get to when he's on the bases. So definitely watch out if he does get on. Bobby Villa does lead the team in stolen bases with 16. Looking to lead off here early for the Coyotes. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. It gets by him. Lead off single for Bobby Villa. Shortstop. And here up to bat is catcher number 6, David Daniels. Senior for the Coyotes. Is sitting with a .343 batting average and 23 hits on the season, 20 RBIs.
Yeah, and KJ Cavalli on the mound for Willow. Third in ERA, excuse me, on this team at a 1.97. So we'll see what he's able to do up there on the mound today.
Pitcher definitely needs to keep an eye on Bobby Villa as he's a dangerous threat on the bases. See if we try to move the runner over early. Runner stays. Routine fly ball to the center fielder as Bobby Villa heads back to first. Will not tag. Now up to bat, third baseman Leo Rodriguez leads the team in batting average, 452, has 33 hits on the season, and has an on-base percentage of 539. Leo Rodriguez has definitely been a bright spot for the Coyotes this season, and will look to bring home Bobby Villa from first. There, Bobby Villa tries to steal second, and it will be in there safely. Now with the runner in scoring position, Leo Rodriguez is definitely thinking about trying to get on the scoreboard early as the Coyotes look to take the lead. That pitch was swung on and missed. The 0-1. The 1-1. Be inside. Ball 2-1.
And with that steal from Bobby Villa in scoring position now with a good base hit from Leo Rodriguez.
That ball is foul, pulled down the line, jumped on the fastball, but just missed it.
Yeah, definitely solid contact. You could hear that one from up here as well. Just kind of a little early on it, so pulled that one down the line. Or late on it, excuse me.
Here's the 2-2. Ball outside. 3-2, full count. That ball is hit foul again, out of play. Leo Rodriguez is battling here against Willow Canyon, looking to bring home Bobby Villa from second. Here's the full count, 3-2. And a steal by Bobby Villa in the third with no throw. And Leo Rodriguez draws a full count walk with one out here in the bottom of the first. And now up to bat, 34, Isaac Flores. Isaac Flores this year is batting .343 and is slugging .457. Has 15 RBIs for the Coyotes. Runners on the corners. Here's the pitch. Ball almost gets away. A steal with no throw into second base by Leo Rodriguez.
Yeah, so super aggressive on the base pass on the base pass are the Coyotes right now.
Here's the 1-0. That ball is fouled back over the screen. Cavalli here is looking to get a ground ball out and prevent the runner from scoring. There's a high fly ball, and that will drift foul. Flores is definitely seeming to have timed up Cavalli and looks to jump on a pitch here with the 1-2 count. Runners on second and third, one out, 1-2. Here's the pitch. Strikeout looking, KJ Cavalli. 2 outs for the Willow Canyon Wildcats.
Now batting the pitcher, J.T. Price.
Now up to bat, number 17, J.T. Price, pitching for the Coyotes today. Has a batting average of .387, 24 hits on the season.
Yeah, Price hitting .387 puts him at third on this team in average. 2 hitters with who are hitting over 400. Excuse me.
Here's the 1-0. Strike 2, outside corner. No, strike 1, outside corner. Count now 1-1. Runners on second and third for the Coyotes. Here's the 1-1. Ball is poked foul. 1-2. There's another foul ball for J.T. Price. Here is the 1-2. Runners still on second and third. 2 outs. Ball misses low and outside. 2-2. KJ Cavalli definitely looking to escape this inning with no runs allowed. There's a ground ball, gets by the third baseman. Bobby Villa's in to score. They waved in Leo Rodriguez. J.T. Price makes a turn for third, and he will be in there standing. A 2-run triple for J.T. Price. As the Coyotes get ahead 2-0, start things off here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, good contact. Pulled it down the line, J.T. Price, and then was able to find that gap in left field. Brought in the 2 runs and able to get to third himself.
Now batting for the Coyotes, outfielder William Strand, number 22. William Strand does lead the team this year with 5 home runs. He's batting .371 and 21 RBIs on the season. With runner on second, definitely looking for the Coyotes to expand the early lead they have. This is the first pitch. That ball is poked foul. Will Strand, a senior for the Coyotes, has been one of their bright spots for them this year. The pitcher dots the outside corner, strike 2. So far, KJ Cavalli has gotten ahead in almost every count so far for the Wildcats. Here's the 0-2. 2 outs, runner on second. Fouled back to his screen.
Yeah, so stays 0-2. Cavalli needs just a strike to get him out of this inning.
Here's the 0-2. Strike 3, KJ Cavalli strikes out William Strand swinging to end the bottom of the first. Leaves runners on second base, but the Yotes managed to score 2 runs. We will head to the top of the second. The score 2-0, Centennial on top.
This is where legends are made. Where every pitch could be your last, and every swing could rewrite your story. It's more than just a game. It's a legacy written in dust and leather.
Confidence speaks for itself.
As a family, one shot, one dream. That's all it takes. Centennial is ready to leave it all on the field.
This is Rock Nation, pledge your allegiance.
What inspired me to start wrestling is my friend, actually. Before him, I never knew what wrestling was. I thought it was a weird sport, but now that I've done it, I've actually got to try it. It's something I really want to stick with, and that's something that has improved my life and helped me through stuff a lot.
We are back here at the Peoria Sports Complex. On top of the second, the Yotes lead the Wildcats 2-0.
Yeah, as we look, the furthest we got down that Wildcat order in the first inning was 3 down.
Batting for the Wildcats now is catcher Patrick Ethan, number 27.
Yeah, and he takes that one outside, so that'll make it 2-1.
Timeout here by the batter. Patrick Ethan this year is batting .273, junior for the Wildcats. 18 hits, 19 RBIs, and 2 home runs. So a little bit of power in this bat of Patrick Ethan. Here's the 2-2. Ball is poked back, foul. Count remains 2-2.
Yeah, and scoreboard does say 2-0 Willow Canyon. It is 2-0 Centennial currently at the moment after that bottom of the first.
JT Price had an efficient first inning. We'll see if he has another one here. And now he has a full count, 3-2, allowing no hits in the first inning. 1-2-3, the Wildcats win in the first inning. This is a full count, 3-2. Swung on and missed by Patrick Ethan. Strikeout there for JT Price. Definitely seems to be rolling here early for the Coyotes on the mound.
The designated hitter, Santiago Reyes.
Now batting for the Wildcats, Santiago Reyes. Santiago this year is batting 379 for the Wildcats, 25 hits, leads the team. One down for the Yotes. Just a pitch from JT Price. The 0-1. Ball is swung on and missed. JT Price does seem to be jumping ahead on counts early for the Yotes. Ball misses just away. 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Ball is fouled over the netting in right field. The 1-2. Strike 3. Routine play for David Daniels, throws him out at first. Back-to-back strikeouts for JT Price in the top of the second.
Now batting the third baseman, Jake Miller.
Jake Miller up for the Wildcats now. Batting .315 this year. 17 hits. Early swing by Miller. Miller has walked 5 times this year, so a patient hitter. You might see him try to draw a walk here in the top for second. There is a great pitch there by JT Price. Had the batter looking for something else. Count 0-2, 2 outs here in the top of the second. So delivery. This is inside. JT Price continues still to get ahead in counts. Definitely something positive for him and the Yotes. Great spot right there by JT Price. Miller does not offer at the outside curveball. Count goes up to 2-2. This is in. Full count, 2 outs.
Yeah, second full count that he's been in this inning. Had a full count against Ethan Patrick and struck him out for out number 1.
Ball is fouled back again. Remains full count. You see the center fielder, Cohen Bach, shifted over into right center. Big gap up the middle for Miller. Strike 3. Got Miller looking. JT Price strikes out the side in the top of the second. We're headed to the bottom of the second. Yotes are still up on top, 2-0. We are here back from the Peoria Sports Complex. Batting for the Coyotes now is Cohen Bach, center fielder, number 15. Cohen has a batting average of .340 this season. An early strike from KJ Cavalli kept things ahead for the Wildcats. KJ Cavalli does seem to be mixing up his arm angles, as you've seen him come from upper and lower.
Yeah, definitely something that's helpful, especially on the mound, trying to get different release points to show the batter some different pitches, kind of catch them off guard. A little bit of timing disruption there as well, possibly. So that one's high for ball 1. So 1-2 for Bach. Cavalli deals. He'll send that one back foul.
Cohen Bach does have 12 walks on the year, so definitely will run the count high. The ball misses away. Count 2-2.
Yeah, good take from Bach after a little bit of timing disruption again from Cavalli.
Cohen Bach continues to stay alive, fouling pitches off. High fastball away. Cohen Bach still battling. Count 2-2. No outs for the Coyotes. Here's the delivery. Fouled back again. Definitely have to start wondering if KJ Cavalli is getting tired pitching, as the Yotes have had long at-bats this game so far. Here's the 2-2 again. Ball hit into left field, scooting back the runner, and he makes the catch.
Yeah, so good battling there from Bach. Does end out in that fly ball to left, but definitely running down the pitcher's energy a little bit, maybe having to bring someone else in if you're Willow later on in the game, early.
It was a deep fly ball by Cohen Bach. Definitely saw enough pitches to be able to jump on something. Just missed it there. And now up to bat, Xavier Escantrillas, second baseman. Count 1-0. Here's the delivery. Poke foul, right. Escantrillas this year is batting .268, 16 hits, 11 RBIs. Ball misses away, 2-1. Escantrillas is only a junior for the Coyotes, so definitely promising year this year. And was look to get better and grow from this game and from the season as he's headed into next year, senior year. Ooh, great pitch there by KJ Cavalli. Had the runner full count now for Escantrillas. One down for the Yotes. Here's the full count, 3-2. Ball is poked foul again. Centennial has made a lot of contact against KJ Cavalli. Something to be aware of if you are the Wildcats. Pitchers have been seeming to read him well off the mound. Here's 3-2. Strike three. KJ Cavalli rings up Escantrillas' outside fastball. 2 down for the Yotes. Here up to bat is junior Nicholas Williams, number 21, left fielder. That ball is hit to the shortstop and makes the out at first. We are headed to the top of the third. Score remains 2-0. Yotes on top as the Wildcats look to jump on the scoreboard and even things up. And we're back here in the top of the third. Batting for the Wildcats, senior Jackson Deuce. Deuce this year is batting .294. 5 hits on the season so far. Here's the 1-0. That ball is hit into right center. Cohenbach on to make the catch for the first out for the Yotes. So far for the Coyotes, 7 up, 7 down. See if JT Price can continue to stay on this roll. Now batting for the Wildcats, Deacon Deporte plays outfield and second base. He is a freshman. Definitely a bright spot on the Wildcats as he has a lot of career ahead of him. Deporte has batted .171, which is quite good for a freshman on varsity. Not the easiest thing to be thrown in and thrown on the best team.
Yeah, I definitely agree. If you're really good and you're young as well, it's kind of difficult to find where you're fitting yourself in on a team like this. I mean, I think Willow has kind of surprised a lot of people this season. After last season not having a super good record, they went 6-12 last season, missed out on the playoffs, and have already basically flipped their record from last year nearly. So we'll see what they can do to finish out the season.
Deporte doesn't offer the curveball low. Count now is up to 2-2, 1 down for the Yotes. That ball's fouled off into right. Deporte keeping his at-bat alive. Looking to draw a walk or get on base. Leading off here for the Wildcats. There's a ground ball to the third baseman. Fair ball. Hustle play there for Leo Rodriguez, but Deporte will be in first base safely as he gets aboard with 1 out. Now up to bat for the Wildcats, number 18, Malachi Limu, is another freshman. So back-to-back freshmen up at bat for the Wildcats. Wildcats definitely looking to get on the scoreboard here as they have fallen behind 2-0, but the game is definitely still in reach for them. Here is the 1-0 from JT Price. Checks on the runner at first. They'll be back in there safely.
Yeah, and the Wildcats are able to get their first hit on the board as well. Having none through 2, and then here in the third, able to get it. They'll check the runner again. He's back safe.
Deporte this year with 8 stolen bases, third on the team, so definitely has speed and looking to try to get to second, move himself in the scoring position. Here's the 1-1 from JT Price. That gets the outside corner. Count now 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Runner goes, and he will be out at second. David Daniels tosses out Deporte at second to end the inning on a double play.
Yeah, great play there on the throw to second, and that'll end it. Willow Canyon still searching for that first run on the board.
the bottom of the third. Bobby Villa leading off for the Coyotes. And there's deep fly ball backing up the center fielder, and that will drop. Bobby Villa, speed on the bases, will stop in at second. Lead off double, jumps on the first pitch.
Yeah, I was definitely ready for it there. Took his opportunity, took the swing, and was able to get that over the fielder's head.
Here is batting for the Coyotes. The catcher, David Daniels, had an impressive throw to end the top of the third at second base. Bobby Villa stole third base last time, so something definitely to keep an eye on for Cavalli as he looks to get out of this jam early here in the top of the third. David Daniels shows bunt early. Pitcher looks back at second.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely that opportunity of Bobby Villa heading over to third on a bunt. So,
David
Willow.
Daniels squares early again. Takes ball up. 1-0. David Daniels shows bunt again for the third time. Cannot pull back in time though. Count now. 1-1. The first baseman has came in a little bit in the infield, as Daniels has showed bunt all three pitches. Shows again here. First baseman charging. Here's the 1-1. Gets it down. Good bunt there from David Daniels, and high throw, but the first baseman makes the catch. Daniels out at first. Bobby Villa does get into third base with one out for the Coyotes. Now up to bat for the Coyotes, Liu Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking to bring in Bobby Villa from third with only one out. A great opportunity for Rodriguez.
Yeah, he walked his first time up in the first inning, was able to steal a base, and was able to get home as well on a JT Price double.
Rodriguez swings at the first pitch. Count now 0-1. KJ Cavalli looking to get out of another jam. Here's the 0-1. Fouled off into left field. Gets out of play. 0-2 here early for KJ Cavalli. Looking to strike out Liu Rodriguez would be a huge confidence booster for Cavalli as the Wildcats trail the Coyotes. Here is the 0-2, one out. That ball is hammered foul down the right field line. We have seen Liu jump on inside fastball, back-to-back innings, definitely swinging away for the Coyotes, looking to bring home Bobby Villa from third. Fly ball will score Bobby Villa from third. Here's the 0-2. That ball is lifted into deep center, backing up center fielder. Makes the catch. Bobby Villa will tag and will be in there safely as the Yotes extend their lead 3-0.
Now batting the first baseman, Isaac Flores.
Here up to bat, Isaac Flores. Isaac Flores, the first baseman, looking to keep his hopes alive of getting on base this game. Isaac does not offer at the first pitch. Count 1-0, 2 outs. Swings there at the second pitch. Count 1-1, 2 outs for Wildcats. That one is poked foul. Count now 1-2 for KJ Cavalli. Time by the third base coach looking to talk things over with Isaac Flores. Definitely has all of the Coyotes have seen KJ Cavalli really well out pitching, so definitely something to be aware of for the Wildcats. The count 1-2 here on Isaac Flores. 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Here is the delivery. A ball is popped up to the catcher. He makes the play to end the inning. We are headed to the top of the fourth. Great hustle play there by the catcher. The score is 3-0. Centennial does score a run in that inning. We will see if the Wildcats can come back here in the top of the fourth.
Good morning, Centennial. I'm Nick from CTV, and I'm here on behalf of the Mass Coyote. I'm also here with Clyde, and we're going to be asking a couple questions. So I have a couple photos that I want to show you, and I want you to try to guess what teacher is behind the mask.
Okay.
Who do you think this is?
Mr. Carter.
Silver Cowboy or something.
That teacher poses like that.
Mr. Carter.
I didn't even see that one.
I'm gonna say Miss Oncrop.
Mr. Schoonover.
Is that Augustus?
I feel like that's a world history teacher.
So we welcome you back here to Peoria Sports Complex. The Coyotes up 3-0, got a run after 2 sack hits in the bottom of the third. They need, the Wildcats come into this one needing something to go their way, have just a single hit so far in this game.
JT Price has looked impressive for the Coyotes this game so far. Count now 2-0. Price falls behind. It's a 2-0. Ball 3-0. Something JT Price has been doing today is has been getting ahead of counts, so something unusual for him to be working from behind. Cody Carlson shows bunt, trying to get in the pitcher's head, but doesn't stop JT Price from delivering fastball for the first strike. 3-1, here's the pitch. Ball is popped up into right field. William Strand on to make the catch and retires Cody Carlson for the first out in the top of the fourth.
Now batting the shortstop, Cameron Davidson.
Cameron Davidson, the junior, is back up to bat for the Wildcats here. Strike one, JT Price, outside corner. Here is the 0-1. Ball is hit to second baseman Escontria's routine play, throws out the runner at first. 2 down for the Wildcats. Now up to bat for the Wildcats, number 7, Cole Hansen, shortstop. Count 1-0 for JT Price. Misses away with that pitch. Here's the 1-0. That ball is popped back, straight back over the netting. Misses with that one. Count 2-1. Hansen, a patient hitter, has 8 walks on the season. Fouls another one back. Here's the 2-2, 2 outs. Does not offer. Count now full for JT Price. Looking to continue his role. So far has allowed no runs in the top of the 4th. Pitch fouled off again in the right field stands.
Yeah, Wildcats have done all right battling off so far this game. It's a full count.
JT Price gets him swinging.
Yeah, so 1-2-3 inning there for JT Price, and sits down the Wildcats in order.
We are headed to the bottom of the 4th, score 3-0 here from the Coyotes in the Peoria Sports Complex, looking to add more onto their run total.
Leading off for the Coyotes, the pitcher, JT Price.
So JT Price will start off for the Coyotes here in the bottom of the 4th. They are up 3-0. 3 runs on 3 hits for the Coyotes so far. And JT Price on the mound has been doing pretty well for himself as well.
The Coyotes would definitely love to look to add to their run total to ensure themselves a good lead on the Wildcats. KJ Cavalli does need an efficient inning, though, if the Wildcats do want to come back and try to win this game. Here is the 1-0. Ball is fouled back. Count 1-1 for JT Price. Ball is popped up to the second baseman, calls off everybody, and he makes the out. 1 down for the Yotes.
Now batting the right fielder, William Strand.
So William Strand 0 for 1 today, a strikeout in the 1st inning, and hasn't been up since. So we'll see what he can do in his 2nd attempt.
Ball is fouled back, 0-1. Here is the 0-1 from KJ Cavalli. Does not offer at the low pitch. Count now 1-1.
Yeah, Cavalli done all right so far, has those 3 runs, but seen a lot of promise so far. So that one is outside for ball 2.
Two and 1 from KJ Cavalli. Swung on and missed by William Strand.
Three strikeouts for Cavalli so far. to go along with those 3 earned runs given up. That one's hammered straight to the second baseman.
Makes the catch for the second out for the Wildcats.
Now batting center fielder, Cohen Bach.
Now up to bat for the Coyotes, center fielder Cohen Bach.
And a nice play from Cody Carlson there over at second.
Cohen Bach last at bat hammered one to deep left field. Has seen the pitcher very well. He had a long at bat. It's a ball up and in. Here's the 1-0. There for strike 2. Misses 2-1.
So 2-1 for Cavalli.
That ball is poked into right field, but it is foul. Count now 2-2.
So two's across the board for Cavalli.
Here is the pitch. Nobody on. 2 down. Misses away. Full count. Full count, 2 outs from Cavalli. That ball is hit into right field. On diving effort by the right fielder, gets by him. Cohen on the move, headed into third base, standing up. 2 out triple for Cohen Bach. As the Oats look to get on the scoreboard in the bottom of the 4th.
The second baseman, Xavier Escontreras.
That ball is popped up in foul territory and out of play for the Wildcats. On Xavier Escontreras. Runner on third, 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Fell back to the screen.
So 0-2. And Cavalli trying to get to the bottom of the 4th with the top of the 5th with no harm done.
Ground ball hit to the second baseman. Makes the play at first for the out. Cavalli gets out of runner on third jam in the 4th. We are headed to the top of the 5th. The score 3-0. The Coyotes lead the Wildcats.
This is where legends are made. Where every pitch could be your last, and every swing could rewrite your story. It's more than just a game. It's a legacy written in dust and leather.
Confidence speaks for itself.
As a family. One shot. One dream. That's all it takes. Centennial is ready to leave it all on the field.
This is Rock Nation, pledge your allegiance.
Top of the fifth. The Yotes lead the Wildcats 3-0. Catcher Ethan back up to bat for the Wildcats. Fouls one, high back. Count 0-1. Strike two for JT Price. Count now 0-2. Strike three, JT Price strikes out the catcher. JT Price has been on a roll so far this game, only allowing 2 hits.
Now batting the DH, Santiago Reyes.
Yeah, and time running out for Willow. Have 3 innings left for sure to try and get themselves back in, as that's high for ball 1. Down again there for strike 1. Correction, for ball 2. So 2-0 in favor of Santiago Reyes. He'll smoke that one towards left, and left field will be under it. So out number 2. We'll bring up Jake Miller, the third baseman. Miller struck out for out number 3 in the second inning, his last time up. He fouls off the first pitch. Allen's in there for strike 2, 0-2, 2 outs for JT Price. And the 0-2 offered, and he is out. 3 straight for JT Price in the top of the 5th. Willow Canyon still no runs on the board. No runs on no hits, top of the 5th. Headed to the bottom. Centennial up 3-0.
This is where legends are made. Where every pitch could be your last, and every swing could rewrite your story. It's more than just a game. It's a legacy written in dust and leather.
Confidence speaks for itself.
As a family. One shot. One dream. That's all it takes.
We are back here at the Peoria Sports Complex. Leading off for the Coyotes, Nicholas Williams, the left fielder. That pitch swung on and hit to right field. The sun has been an issue in this game, but no problem there for the right fielder. As a quick out for KJ Cavalli.
Now batting the shortstop, Bobby Villa.
Bobby Villa now up to bat again for the Coyotes. Villa has gotten to third base in his last at-bat and did score. Definitely has been a threat on the bases as he stole third base and stole second. Here's the delivery. Gets the outside corner for strike one.
Yeah, he seems like a guaranteed run when he's on the base pass today. Has scored both times. Stole second and third on his first trip on the bases, and then stole third after a double in the third.
KJ Cavalli has been hitting his spots on the corners in this at-bat so far. 2 quick strikes for him as he gets ahead against Bobby Villa. Definitely something Cavalli does need to do if he looks to get him out and keep this game close. Here's the 0-2. Almost hits Bobby Villa. Count now 1-2. Bobby Villa is walking off almost a scary pitch to his knee there. The count now 1-2. 1 down for the Yotes. KJ Cavalli looking to retire Bobby Villa. Here is the pitch. That ball is hit to the second baseman. Quick throw gets by the first baseman. Bobby Villa will stay at first base. The speed definitely has been a factor, and you wonder if that did get in the head of the second baseman, as a rush throw might have caused Bobby Villa to reach there.
Yeah, it was a really good play to make for the second baseman. He's able to get to that one, gets the throw off, but just a little bit high. And yeah, Bobby Villa's back on the base pass, which is definitely a scary sight for Willow.
KJ Cavalli will definitely be checking on Bobby Villa and knows he is a threat on the bases. Checks on him right away there. Bobby Villa's back in safely. Bobby Villa is shortening up his lead at first base. Here's the delivery. That ball will get by the second baseman in the right field. Bobby Villa goes to second. And there is a 1-out single for David Daniels.
Now batting.
Yeah, it was nice contact. Just got between the first and second baseman. And then Bobby Villa was able to stand up there at second and gets to first.
Here at the bat now is Leo Rodriguez. Leo Rodriguez has hammered a couple of pitches from KJ Cavalli. Jumped on the inside fastballs back-to-back innings down the right field line, but just foul. Here's the delivery. Fell back. No windows broken there, but a quick pop fly back at the booths. Here is the 0-1. KJ Cavalli. The ball's grounded foul. For you fans at home of the NFL draft is underway. It is about to start as the first pick will be announced soon. Definitely something to keep an eye on. Ground ball, hit and run. There's the ball deflected off the first baseman, but they still get the run at first. The runner at third goes home. Great heads-up running by Bobby Villa. Bobby Villa has continued to prove why he is a guaranteed run when he is on the bases.
Now batting first baseman, Isaac Flores.
The runner, David Daniels, at first base, moved to second safely. And now up to bat, Isaac Flores. Isaac Flores definitely looking to do some damage here and expand the 4-0 lead.
Yeah, and you were talking about Bobby Villa. Bobby Villa's 3 for 3 today now. All 3 times he's been on base has resulted in a run for the Coyotes. So I think Villa's liking how his day is going here. Yeah, Isaac Flores now, as KJ Cavalli will step off the mound. With a runner on second.
That ball will be popped up to the shortstop as he comes in to make the catch. We are now headed to the bottom of the 5th. The Yotes add 1 run to their total, 4-0.
It's that Kevin kid from like a couple of years ago.
Man, they sure grew up quick.
Area Film Festival.
So what, John? Why bother telling me things?
Well, I didn't see this. It says turn the ring thrice to activate the portal.
Welcome back. We are here in the top of the 6th. Jackson Deuce leading things off for the Wildcats here. Wildcats definitely need to score this inning if they would like to come back in this game. JT Price, through 6 innings, has only allowed 2 hits. Strike there for JT Price. The count now 1-1. Misses there. Count now 2-1.
Yeah, Centennial's looking to continue how they've been playing so far this season. They're 15-2, having just 2 losses. So they look to take this one into the end of this season as they look to.
Ground ball there to Leo Rodriguez at third. Throws out the runner at first. 1 down for the Wildcats.
Now batting the right fielder, Deegan Deporte.
Now up to bat, Deegan Deporte, the freshman center fielder for the Wildcats. Here's the first pitch. That ball misses low. Count 1-0.
Yeah, outfielders have shifted right a little bit. Left fielder staying kind of central where he's at, but a big gap in left center.
That ball swung on and missed. Count now 2-1.
He cuts it that one harshly to even it out at 2-2. That one gets to the shortstop, excuse me, over to first in time for 2 outs. So that'll bring up Malachi Lamau.
Now batting the center fielder, Malachi
Lemieux, excuse me. So coming up with 2 outs and looking to continue to get something going.
And for those NFL fans out there, Cam Ward was selected #1 overall by the Tennessee Titans. Ground ball to the shortstop. Bobby Villa throws to Isaac Flores. Gets Isaac Flores off the bag, but he manages to tag a runner. We are headed to the bottom of the 6th. Definitely an impressive play right there by Isaac Flores. You see his athletic capability there.
Yeah, definitely really liked how they threw that from short to first and then pulled him off the bag like you said, but able to kind of twist around. So it looks to be this one here. Pulled him off the bag, twists around, and able to get the tag, says the first base umpire. So we'll see what they can do in the bottom of the 6th. And as we welcome you back here, Coyotes looking to get a few more runs on the board to be able to get ready to shut it out in the top of the 7th. And coming up first here will be JT Price, who has been, JT Price has been doing really well on the mound for the Coyotes. Just 2 hits, no runs, and a little bit of action over in the Centennial bullpen. And that's low for ball 1. If you are looking for a little bit of some baseball to watch tonight, also another game after this starting at 7 o'clock, Sunrise Mountain versus Liberty. 2 very good teams in their respective conferences in 5A and 6A. Sunrise Mountain coming off of a 5A state championship run where they were met by the brick wall of Castile, who actually just got moved up to 6A as well. And Liberty, who's been a 6A powerhouse for a very long time. Both teams having a little bit of some struggles this year, had some big classes recently on both sides. 2-1 the count here for the pitcher, JT Price. That one's sent toward the left. That's looking to get over the head, and it will. And over the wall for a ground rule double for JT Price to lead off the inning. Nice hit from JT Price to bring up William Strand, the right fielder. So man on second, no outs.
Here's the pitch. Called strike. 0-1. There is a bunt attempt by William Strand, and looks like everybody will be safe. Heads up bunt right there by William Strand, as the infielder at third base was not in a position to make the out. Runners on the corners, no outs for the Coyotes, looking to expand their lead.
Yeah, that was a great bunt there. I think shortstop and third baseman weren't exactly sure who wanted to go get that. And so nobody does, and Strand's safe at first. And that brings up Cohen Bach.
Cohen Bach has seen KJ Cavalli well. That pitch is grounded to the shortstop, looking to turn two. They get the out at second, and he will be out at first. Willow Canyon turns to double play. Great news for the pitcher, KJ Cavalli. Runner at third did score, I believe.
Yeah, the runner comes home, JT Price. He'll score a run. So that'll make it 5-0, I believe.
Here's the 1-0. Inside strike. Definitely not a usual pitcher for the Coyotes to see with an arm angle like that. Makes it a lot harder for the batters. That pitch is swung on and missed. Escontrias was right on it, just a little late.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Not something you see in high school very often in general, kind of like a sidearm. You see a 3/4 to an over top kind of release point, but definitely different. And then with these little bit of timing disruptions as well.
That ball is poked to the shortstop, and he gets the out at first base. We are headed to the top of the 7th. The score 4-0 for the Coyotes.
In tabletop gaming, students come down, they play games, they hang out with their friends.
It's a very open community, open to new players, and I think it's just be a fun experience.
If you just randomly show up, you can walk up to a table and hey, can I make a character? And chances are you'll be just let in. And you're just absorbed.
It's just a place where no matter where you are here, you can sit down with someone, you can have a conversation, you can play a game. We're just a group of friends at this point.
Welcome to the Masked Coyote game. The game has been updated. Now including our new Masked Coyotes, the Socratic Scholar, Miss Perspective, and Miss Worldwide. Hit those notes to get points, and hold them to get more. Hit too early, late, or miss, and you lose points. Try to get the best score and top the leaderboard.
Leading off for the Wildcats, the second baseman, Cody Carlson.
So Cody Carlson will lead off for the Wildcats here.
Doesn't work on my StreamYard, doesn't work well on my phone. And Cody does get on first base here. Early base runner for the Wildcats in the top of the 7th. Something the Wildcats definitely need to take advantage of if they do want to score. There's a strike for JT Price now. The count 0-1. JT Price checking on the runner out first base. Definitely does not want him to get an extra base here and put him in scoring position. Here is first pitch, strike. The 0-1, the 0-2, check that. That ball is lined past the diving second baseman. Gets under the glove of William Strand. Runner will take third. Runners on the corners now for the Wildcats. A clutch hit right there as the Wildcats are starting to get hot here in the top of the 7th. You wonder if the Coyotes will start getting somebody loose in the bullpen, as you don't want this game to get out of hand.
Yeah, it looked like there was a little bit of movement earlier in that Centennial bullpen, but no one up at the moment.
Here's the pitch, fouled back to the screen by number 7, Cole Hansen, the shortstop.
And no outs for Cole Hansen, so we'll see what he can do. Definitely wants to try to get it over the infield, doesn't want to ground it into a double play.
Checks on the runner at first. Runners on the corners. No outs for the Wildcats. Is this the inning where they strike? Here is the 0-1. Shows bunt there by Cole Hansen, but pulls back at the last moment. Great vision there by the righty. Here is the 1-1 as the Wildcats are trying to hype up their dugout and team as they look to rally. That ball misses in. The count now 2-1. Here's the 2-1 from JT Price. David Daniels checks on the runner at first. He's back in there safely. Great catch there by Isaac Flores as first. As that ball gets by Flo, then there may be issues around the bases as somebody will for sure come home. But that runner at first could potentially score as right field is deeper. Misses away again, full count 3-2 for JT Price. A walk is trouble, so as a pitcher, you definitely want to challenge your batter. Can the Wildcats load the bases? Here is the 3-2, no outs. Fouled back. Staying alive is Cole Hansen.
Yeah, I think it's looking like if Cole Hansen's able to get on base here, that the Coyotes are going to come out and switch out the pitcher on the mound.
There's a 3-2. Draws the walk. Bases loaded for the Wildcats. And now up to bat. Catcher Ethan Patrick, the junior. Trouble for JT Price as he is in this bases loaded jam. Activity has started in the bullpen as someone is getting loose.
Good morning, Centennial. I'm Nick from CTV, and I'm here on behalf of the Masked Coyote. I'm also here with Clyde, and we're going to be asking a couple questions. So I have a couple photos that I want to show you, and I want you to try to guess what teacher is behind the mask.
Okay.
Who do you think this is?
Mr. Carter.
Silver Cowboy or something.
That teacher poses like that.
Mr. Carter.
I didn't even see that one.
I'm gonna say Miss Oncrop.
Mr. Schoonover.
Is it Augustus?
I feel like that's a world history teacher.
So it says that he checked the swing. So he'll have the advantage to start off the count 1-0.
There is a strike, count 1-1. Bullpen is definitely getting busy for the Coyotes. They elected to keep JT Price in with the bases loaded. Here is the 1-1. That misses outside. Count now 2-1. It appears to be in the bullpen. Joseph Talas is warming up for the Yotes. Fouls that one off. The count now 2-2. A big out this would be for JT Price if he could strike him out. It would set up the double play out to end the inning. Can JT escape this? You have your corner infielders in. The count now 2-2. No outs, and that ball misses in. Full count, bases loaded. Nobody is out.
Yeah, it looked like it had good movement on that last pitch to draw the count full, but the umpire on the plate says that it was a little bit high, so we'll see what he can do here. Full count.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Here is the pitch from Price. Does not offer, walks in a run. JT Price does. 5-1. The Yotes are still on top, but the Wildcats are threatening. Now up to bat for the Wildcats. DHing Santiago Reyes. Reyes looking to get on the bring more runs home for the Wildcats, as he is the game tying run. Centennial needs to escape this bases loaded jam if they want to go on to win this game. Wildcats, do they have the spark to come back here in the top of the 7th? Here's the pitch from JT Price. Line drive up the middle. Runner will score from third. The runner from second scores. Runner at first on to third, as there is a 2-run RBI hit for the Wildcats. That is absolutely huge for the DH Santiago Reyes. It appears as JT Price's day might be over for the Coyotes. He had an impressive day. Went all the way up to the 7th inning without allowing any runs and held the Wildcats to 2 hits. We'll now have a pitching change as comes out. The pitcher is in fact, will be Joseph Talas. Joseph Talas on the year has a ERA of 2.10, 4 appearances. Talas has only allowed 8 hits and 3 earned runs. Has only walked 1 batter and struck out 20. So Talas does find the strike zone, something for the Wildcats to note, as if they get their pitch to hit, they might jump on it. This is a big moment for the Coyotes if they want to stay the lead. For the Wildcats, though, definitely an opportunity for them to pull ahead. Runners on the corners.
Yeah, I mean, JT Price, 3 runs with not getting a single out here in the 7th. So Talas will come in, try to shut it down. 3 outs is all they need. As long as they don't give up 2 runs, they'll be in fine position to end it out here in the top of the 7th. But definitely having to watch out. Not sure who's on first. Santiago Reyes. So if he has even a little bit of speed, they might send him to second, trying to get out of the way of the double play.
The Wildcats haven't had many hits today, but they have sparked here in the 7th. When the game has been on the line, they have responded to the call.
Joseph Tallis.
Joseph Tallis has looked strong though this year. Definitely a prime option for the Yotes as a pitcher they do trust and believe in this inning.
Yes, and Willow Canyon started this this inning off very well. Had back-to-back singles to have runners on first and second, and back-to-back walks from JT Price. Not only loaded the bases, but it did load the bases, excuse me, and had the run in as well. And then Santiago Reyes brought 2 home as well.
Walks will hurt you in this game as the Wildcats proved to bring them in and scored 3 runs trying to rally in the bottom of the 7th. Now up to bat for the Wildcats will be number 1, Jake Miller, third baseman, senior.
Yeah, and if Willow Canyon for some reason was able to come back, this would be huge for them after the game yesterday, which took place at Willow Canyon, was a huge victory for Centennial, 15-2.
Miller 0 for 2 on the day, 2 strikeouts. See if he can get his bat going here in the top of the 7th as the Wildcats look to rally. Wildcats dugout has grown louder as this inning has gone on. Here is the 1-0. Strike for Joseph Tallis. A crucial strike right there as you do not want to fall behind a batter 2-0. Tallis comes set. Runners hold. Foul ball to right field. That ball will get out of play.
Yeah, really good so far from Tallis, though. 1-2 has that foul ball go out. Needs a good pitch here. Maybe if he's trying to play something to get himself an out.
Here is the 1-2 from Tallis. A runner's hold. That ball is poked foul again. Out of play for the Wildcats. No outs on the board. Great opportunity for the Wildcats to strike here in the top of the 7th. Do they have what it takes? That ball misses in. Blocked there by David Daniels. Saves a run from third scoring. Count now 2-2. Runners on the corners. Inside, David Daniels has seen the runner at third base moving. Full count now for Joseph Tallis. A runner at third does appear to be a threat though, as he is creeping more and more down the line. Bases loaded. No, runners on the corner. Full count. No outs here in the top of the 7th. Here is the pitch. Strike 3. Joseph Tallis gets him swinging. A crucial out for the Coyotes.
Now batting the left fielder.
The double play is still in order for the Yotes if they do get a ground ball. Now batting for the Wildcats, Jackson Deuce. Deuce on the day is 0 for 2. Flied out and hit a ground ball out to the second baseman. Catcher Daniels checks on the runner at third. Almost got him throwing down at third base. Yotes are 2 outs away. Can the Wildcats come back though? Runners on the corners, 1 out, the count 1-0. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt, pulls back and takes a strike on the inside corner.
Yeah, I mean, Willow definitely had the momentum up until that last strikeout. And it was a really nice strikeout from Tallis as well.
Same spot, strike 2. Tallis is carving the inside part of the strike zone. Jackson Deuce looking to keep his hopes alive in this at-bat. The count now 1-2. Talis comes set. Here is the pitch. Low. Curveball misses down and in. Count now 2-2. Runners hold. All right, the 2-2 from Joseph Talis. 1 out for the Yotes. Doesn't offer at the pitch outside. David Daniels once again throws down to third baseman, gets the out. The runner is out at third. David Daniels is his third time checking on him. Finally throws him out. The guy was creeping down the third baseline more and more each time.
Yeah, that was an amazing heads-up play there.
Matt Williams, who pinch ran for the catcher, Ethan Patrick, thrown out at third. A key out for the Coyotes. Full count. Runner on first. Jackson Deuce up to bat. Can Talas secure the win for the Coyotes? Runner going. Strike 3. Talis strikes him out to end the game. The Yotes go on to win 5-3 despite Willow Canyon threatening in the top of the 7th. The Yotes escape the jam and win the ball game. The Coyotes this season will improve to 18-8 as Willow Canyon drops the game and goes down to 18-8. What a game for the Coyotes.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked how Willow was able to battle back in the top of the 7th. Just not able to do it enough, but what a heads-up play there from the catcher for Centennial. I mean, David Daniels did an amazing job, continued to check on that runner over at third, and just kept throwing it over, and eventually was able to get it.
A key play there indeed. David Daniels, that out was crucial for the Coyotes. All smiles for the Coyotes as they win this game 5-3. 8 hits for the Coyotes today, 5 for the Wildcats. Final score 5-3 here from the Peoria Sports Complex. My name is Gil Stoffer.
He's joined by Micaiah Wilkinson.
And we are out here at the Sports Complex. Thank you for joining us tonight. So long.